Grab your glasses, everybody. It's time for a Moonshine Safari.
Welcome, everybody, to Moonshine Safari from Gilbert, Arizona.
See, doesn't he do that so well?
And beautiful
I'm so glad you do that.
Moonshine Safari Studios. I don't. Whatever.
I think you do.
Right. It's like this is my blog persona. This is not who I am in real life.
Okay, but the voice is good for this. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, if that's so, anybody out there who could use my voice and pay me a lot of money, give me a call.
He's in.
Yeah, I'm in. Definitely. Absolutely. Hey, Dinah. Guess what?
What, Josh?
It's episode 44.
44. It's still
44.
Not quite my age, but it's getting there.
It's creeping.
It's creeping.
Be creeping. Show be creeping.
Show be creeping.
Hey, welcome, everybody. We're so glad that you're here, and thank you so much. This is our Shine Out segment, and we like to give Shine Out. What is a Shine Out, Dinah? What is that?
Well, a Shine Out is...
People are going, what the hell is a Shine Out?
Is when we recognize new listeners / social media contacts / our buddies.
Or we just have something we want to tell everybody about. It's like,
Correct.
hey, this is something cool that we saw, and we want to throw their name out there and
exactly
to you people, and maybe you'll go and look and whatever. But that's kind of what the shout out. But you would know what a shine out is if you went to the previous 43 episodes.
And you should do that. Like, I'm going to tell you, if you're at the office or something, you're just sitting and you're doing some work, throw it on and listen.
Yeah, throw it on and listen. See what happens. You'll probably get fired. But anyway, we have some shine outs. I would like to give a shine out to Alamodrafthouse, our favorite place to go
movie place.
To the theater. And we went and saw Detective Pikachu.
We did go see Detective Pikachu. And if you would have told me 20 years ago that I would go see this, I would have told you you're crazy.
Yeah.
But we went.
It was. And actually, if you've been to Alamodrafthouse, their pre-movie stuff before even the...
It's fun.
Oh, it's just wild. It's crazy.
Always
it is
relating to the movie that you're seeing.
It is.
Yeah.
And they pull stuff weird, like foreign stuff. And you could imagine being Pikachu, and there was a lot of Japanese stuff up there. And, well, the Japanese tend to be very eccentric in a lot of their stuff. And thus, it reflects. Anyway,
well,
that was fun.
What was the first movie we went to see? And then they had these 70s era Mexican food restaurant commercials. I remember that's the first time I went. That is bizarre.
I don't remember that one.
But it's cool. It is really cool.
They'll show like old cartoons. I mean, when you went to see Spider-Man, they showed every Spider-Man,
the old
foreign
Wonder Woman
Spider-Man,
show,
everything, which is pretty cool. So way to go, Alamodrafthouse, and we can't wait till the one in Gilbert is finished. This at the end of the year, I believe, is when it's supposed to be done.
Yes.
So I hope so. A shout out to 360 Physical Therapy.
Yeah, they've been pushing me hard.
Yeah. In fact, we saw a couple of them at the Alamodrafthouse.
That's true. It was pretty
funny. But shout out to them. And that's where Dinah's been going for her physical therapy over the past few months. And they're doing a great job. And you know what? You made some tremendous progress.
I think I've made some progress.
You have. And I think and I'm so happy about that. So shout out to them. Also, of course, we like to give props and representation to our veterans and those who are deployed. Always thinking about you, men and women, always on our minds. And, if you can do something to help them out, even a letter or socks or something, there are all kinds of...
Check out adoptausoldier.org. They actually will set you up with an individual that you can send things to.
There's so many wonderful things out there that you can, that will get these things to the soldiers. I mean, because
they need a lot of things, and they
do.
Can't get the kind of things that they can get here. So if you can do something that can make their day.
Do it. Absolutely. Shout out to Alabama. You won't hear that from me very often, but I'm not talking about Alabama group. I'm talking about the actual state of Alabama that was next to the state I grew up in, which was a much better state, Mississippi. But we always used to say, why the wind blows so hard in Mississippi? Because Alabama sucks. Anyway, no, but you know what, Alabama? You go. I'm just saying.
You go.
You go. All right. Shine out. In keeping to the Southern, I'm going to give a shout out to White Lily Flower. White Lily Flower is we think that's the kind of flour my mom used to use when we lived in the South. And when we moved here, she could never find that. Well, because
But now
you can't
the
unless
world has shrunk.
right, because now there's Amazon, and Amazon will, you could get anything. So we ordered some, and I made I've made probably, I don't know, six skillets of biscuits over the last 4 days.
Okay, so it's been a thing because
It's not helping my low carb diet at all with these biscuits.
Some of the things that his mom used to cook, she taught him, and she taught us in general, I should say, I guess, how to make but there were a lot of things we didn't learn, and so he's been trying to master the biscuit recipe. So all of us have been
doing pretty good though.
Gorging on them. They've been wonderful.
Been pretty good. So way to go, White Lily. Also, my boys, Blackberry Smoke. Whoop, 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 whoop. They're at the shed this weekend. Whoop, whoop. I wish I could be there in Maryville, Tennessee with all you beautiful people, but I can't. I'm in Gilbert, Arizona. Y'all have a wonderful time.
Yes, we are.
And party hard. Up in smoke. Hey, I'll also give a birthday shine out to our buddy Sam. Sam,
happy
you're not
birthday.
listening, but happy birthday.
But we know. See, we didn't forget.
Right. Also, this is a belated shine out because I forgot last week. Mother's Day was last Sunday.
Sinner.
Yeah. And to all you mothers out there, hope you had a good day.
I'm not sure I know how to take that.
Well, how was your day?
That's not what I mean.
I know, but how was your day? You had a good Mother's Day, right?
No, it was great.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. What did I make for you?
We got fried chicken.
You
You
did.
made me biscuits
I know.
and gravy.
I know. Right?
And that was awesome. Right. That was actually way better than the fried chicken I ordered. So here's the thing. I am not a big poo-poo on different restaurants, so I'm not even going to tell you where I got it. It just wasn't that great.
Yeah, it was all right, yeah. Also, shine out Supernatural season 14 on Netflix.
Woo-hoo.
I finished it. Whoop, whoop. I know there's only one more left.
That's it.
But you know what? It's time.
It is
It's
a little
time. 15 years. That's good. That's a good run, guys. I love that show, Supernatural. And if you ever meet me, I'll show you my Supernatural-inspired tattoo.
Woohoo!
And it's safe for the workplace. It's
Yes,
not in any
it is.
weird
If
place.
there's nothing
No,
weird,
No,
right.
I wouldn't do anything like that. But all right, and let's see. Make sure I got all the things. I have all the shine outs. Now we have to do new listeners and followers.
Woohoo!
That's you guys. You're the ones that, listen.
or follow.
Follow. So, Clara, a story.
Hi, Clara.
Hey, Clara, thanks for following. Thanks for listening. We appreciate that.
Sorry.
Ouch.
That was my patita.
Are you okay?
Yes.
CJP Pennington. What up, CJ?
What up, CJ?
Thanks for following and listening and all that good stuff. And Chris Stapleton, 16.
Woo. We're Chris
Can we
Stapleton
get
fans.
1 through 15 and the one with the little blue check mark?
The little check mark, right? We need
I want that one with the little blue check mark following me. That'd be cool. Because I follow him, but yeah. And, there should be a shine out. They just had a baby.
Oh, yeah. You were
Chris
saying.
Stapleton.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there
Yep.
we go. All right. I think that's enough for the shine outs. That's the longest shine out segment, I think, I can't even speak, segment that we've had.
Well,
I think.
happy shine.
Yeah. So, shine out, everybody. Coming up. What are we listening to?
What are we listening to?
Not sure. Well, I'm sure. I can't find the mouse. Hold on.
Squeak.
I'm walking all over the place.
What's Dana listening to? What's Josh listening to?
You do it this time.
Welcome back, everybody, to Moonshine Safari. I'm not going to do the movie voice. I don't have the voice. I can do
It's not a movie voice. It's just my voice.
the automated elevator voice. I can go, welcome back, everybody, to Moonshine Safari.
Oh, that sounds good. I like that. That's ding. This is your floor. Ding.
Going up?
Ding. All right. Dina, what have you been listening to this week?
Well, I am still on my mission to create all of my Amazon playlists. So I have now begun an alternative one that will be a very small one because I'm not a big alternative listener. However, I do have some that even a couple years ago, I still surprised Josh, even though he's known me all these years, that I've liked and listened to in the past. Love and Rockets comes to mind. Some of the British invasion type bands. So I'm in the middle of creating that, and I still depends on sometimes I don't want to hear the music because it takes my focus. So sometimes I change it to Harry Potter.
Ah, gotcha. That's it.
That's it.
I've been listening to conwaytwitty. Oh yeah, you people who don't even know who that is, look him up. Conwaytwitty.
And
It used to
tweeters.
be, yeah. He used to hold the record for the most #1 songs ever. I don't know if he still does. I think he got beat by George Strait. I think.
That makes sense to me.
I think.
That it would, yeah.
I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me. Send us a little thing. But seriously, conwaytwitty. Conwaytwitty.
That was almost his daddy.
No, it wasn't. Howard Jenkins. I think that was his name, right? No.
I thought it was Harold.
Harold Jenkins.
That's why I always remembered.
That's Harold Jenkins, right?
Yeah.
But, sorry, Howard Jenkins.
Howard. No, but I was joking about the daddy thing. But his mother was really a big
Oh,
fan
no,
of
she was a big fan.
Conway-Twitty.
She got that joke because I used to say that too. I used to say, oh, yeah, if I had a chance, he'd have been my daddy. My mom would have had a
his
chance.
mom really liked his
Right.
music.
She
so.
like Conway. Okay, she had every Conway-Twitty. Well, now I do. I have all of the albums now. But also Blackberry Smoke, of course.
Of course.
Black Crows and Brother Osborne. I mean, kind of like, I know that sounds, it's like rock to country kind of thing. And that's kind of where I've been.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of digging. And I've been playing more and getting a little bit more inspired.
Yeah.
So working on some stuff.
I've just been crazy busy, but we want to practice that
keep
song,
saying
get
that.
it out there. Well,
Yeah,
okay.
we might just do a impromptu.
We might just have to.
Shoot it. Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, coming up, it's Mexican Word of the Week.
Mexican word of the week.
It is. I thought about saying something, but it would have come out really bad.
Yeah! Oh, no.
Welcome back to Moonshine Safari, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody.
This is Josh. That's Dinah. We're happy you're here.
Welcome back. Thank
Hey.
you for joining us.
See, that doesn't feel natural to me. Just normally doing it. When the little blue light comes on,
Personality.
Josh comes out. All right, we got Mexican Word of the Week, or Red Mexican.
There you go.
Mexican Word of the Week, and I have that, and it's nacho.
Nacho.
Mexican Word of the Week, nacho. Hillary Clinton is still nacho president. Oh my God, we're gonna get hate mail.
No.
Get ready to get your bridges in a bunch. It's time for Peeve of the Week.
Full disclosure, I'm still Mexican.
Yeah, she's Mexican, and I'm not. I'm as white as the paper that I'm holding in my hand.
That's why white lily flower is the perfect representation
Yeah.
of our.
Lily White Flower. That's not me. Okay.
Welcome to Gilbert, Arizona.
Welcome back, everybody, to Moonshine Safari from beautiful Gilbert, Arizona,
Beautiful
the
Gilbert.
town of Gilbert, and Moonshine Safari.
Studios.
My tongue covered my eye teeth. I couldn't see what I was
I know,
saying.
you couldn't see.
Right? All right.
Gotcha.
It's peeve time.
It's peeve time.
Yeah, here's a peeve. I got a peeve. All right, Amazon, this is at you. And I know you're listening because my computer's on. We don't have Alexa, but you know that.
No, but whatever we talk
know that-
about, it's going to end up in our
I was going
feed.
to say,
So there you go.
we don't have Alexa, but you know that bee is listening. You know she's
Yep,
listening. All right.
absolutely.
So listen up, Alexa. Wherever you guys store your bags of dog food and the boxes that you put them in, you need to spray that warehouse out because you're infested with roaches. Just so you know.
Every single blessed
Every
time.
we get a box of dog food or box of dog food delivered from Amazon, we have roaches. The next day I find them. Well, they're usually dead. But when they're not, when we don't have the dog food, and which makes sense. I mean, it makes sense that that's where they would be. Yo, Amazon, take care of that. Please. Please. We don't want any of your nasty roaches. Or anything else nasty.
No, because really, I mean, for the most part, I know people talk about Arizona and all the bugs, blah, blah, blah. We don't really see that many, but when we had one box that it took us a couple of weeks.
It was
to
a week
get
and a
rid
half.
of.
We were finding it was constant. In
It was
fact,
disgusting.
they were flying ones too. They were flying around in the house. Remember?
it almost makes me cry.
I know. Anyway. Yeah, so if you could take care of that, that'd be great. Hey, that's my peeve. Yo. Peeve out.
Peeve out.
Get out your notepads. It's time for Pro Tip of the Week.
Welcome back to Moonshine Safari, everybody. From beautiful Gilbert, Arizona and Moonshine Safari Studios. That is Dinah. I am Josh, and it is time for Pro Tip.
There's the personality. There it is.
Did you see my arms working?
I did.
Yeah, you guys couldn't see that.
They didn't.
Ooh, look at that bar. Look, I went.
See, we're considering doing video.
I'm looking at my Pro Tools, and my voice just went because it was very loud.
Should we do video? Somebody should tell us what they think.
Oh my God, they don't want to see me. They don't
possibility.
see my ugly face. Anyway,
Anyway.
I know what we'll do. We can wear masks.
I'll
That'll
wear a
be fun.
mask of you. You can wear a mask of me.
Can they do that on a video where like they do on the
Switch the
phone?
faces?
They switch to faces,
Probably.
something like that. I don't know. Okay. Pro tip: you got something for these wonderful listeners?
Yeah. So here's what I think. I know that's a weird way to start, but anyway, I noticed that sometimes, and this happens in all phases of everybody's relationship. So we're talking relationships with a spouse, kids, parents, whatever. But you notice that sometimes somebody may be, I don't know, being frustrated, okay? And sometimes, and I know this is going to sound ridiculous and corny, and of course everybody knows that, but you know what? We don't do it. We get this idea that if we acquiesce and don't try to come out on top of whatever the issue is, that's going to lessen our stature or something. It's the same thing that goes on in a larger scale with politics and stuff like that. People have this idea that they have to be right, and not only do they have to be right, the other person has to agree with them to validate their opinion. Sometimes it's okay just to let it go. Sometimes, if, for instance, your boss is just annoying the living, out of you, sometimes you can just smile and let it go. You don't have to.
Sometimes you can.
Sometimes you can't.
I said sometimes you can.
Right, and sometimes you can't. And
Most of the time
true.
I can't, but sometimes I can.
But sometimes you can just go, you know what? This is a person, and I know, even though I like to say I'm perfect, that I'm not, and I get under people's skin. And say my boss, in this case, lets it go all the time, I'm sure. So once in a while, if I let it go and he's being a pain, that's okay.
Yeah. I got some clients that are quite needy at times, and I get on their case sometimes because, well, and so you may say, well, that's not really good customer service. No, it is, because you're helping them become a better person. But if they don't want to, I don't care. But I'm going to help them.
But
I'm going to help them out a little bit.
To be fair, the situation that you have with your client
is
completely different.
It is a little different. That's true.
So it also depends on the background. But like I said, sometimes it's just okay to let it
In fact,
pass.
I was just telling Del Toro this today. I was telling him about that. He had a long day and he was feeling a little frustrated at work himself. In fact, I told him that, one of these days we're going to have him in here and he's going to do a whole show with us. And he goes, what will we do? I go, we'll talk about you and you can do your voices and all kinds of weird stuff. Anyway, and I said, this is where I'm the biggest hypocrite, because I know what to do. I just can't do it.
Okay, but we all know that.
I
about a lot of things.
wish I could let that frustration and that stuff roll off of my back and not let it bother me. But there's something within me, and it's called self-righteousness, that I have to beat people over the head when they're wrong.
I think that there are people.
I need help with that.
I'll tell you that there have been, and we all know who I'm talking about, people in my past, not that I'm working with now, but I worked with in the past, that
they don't know what you're talking about.
There were people that made me want to stick a pencil in my own eye. And there was just no good side to the way I felt about that person.
Map. That's the person. Map.
Yes, map.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, it's true that there are sometimes that you're just going to have a personality conflict with somebody, and you can't just let it roll off. And then there are other times where we just choose to be bratty. And I'm just saying that one of the lessons that sometimes I feel like I learn is, you know what? You don't always have to be the winner.
Yeah, I do. I always have to be the winner. I do. And see, I win. I win at the pro tip.
You winded.
I win. No, I'm serious. No, that's true. That's a weakness I have, and that's something I don't work hard enough on. I know I should, but I don't. I think about it. I have good intentions for about half a day.
I don't think...
And then somebody steps in my life that irritates me, and then I can't do it anymore.
I don't think either one of us is known for being easygoing.
I'm totally easygoing.
Yeah.
I'm totally easygoing and approachable. All right, everybody. That's it for Pro Tip. Coming up, it's story time.
Story time. Once upon a time.
Tell me a story.
Shh. Quiet and listen. It's time for Marriage Story of the Week.
Welcome back to Moonshine Safari, everybody. I'm Josh.
And I'm still Dinah.
You are, and stop that voice. It's getting annoying.
You liked it. You said you liked my elevator
it's
voice.
too much now. It's too much. Too much is too much. It's like too much sugar. You're so sweet.
It's not
I need
possible
some
to have
sour.
too much sugar.
Yeah, it is. It's
No,
way,
it's
yeah,
not.
it absolutely is. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Hey. So we went this past weekend, and like I said, I think Josh mentioned this already, but just in case, went to see Detective Pikachu.
We did.
We did. And I would have said when Robin was yet little that I would never go see Detective Pikachu. But to be fair, the incomparable Ryan Reynolds was voicing Pikachu, which was awesome. And it's pretty funny to see the little yellow stuffed animal talking like a dude. But,
Deadpool.
you know, it really wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad.
Right. And Robin said that they have enough X-rated outtakes. They could have a rated R movie.
They could have
I hope they
rated
do.
R. I know,
hey,
that
if you're
would be
listening,
awesome.
Ryan Reynolds, if you're listening,
We want to see that.
I have a suggestion. Okay. Do it like that. Like you did the PG version of Deadpool 2. Do the rated R version of
Detective Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Right, exactly.
And I don't know if it works well. Maybe a portion to, I don't know, some good cause. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be awesome.
Especially those of us who went and saw the movie and has seen Deadpool. I don't know how many times. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Just a few.
That'd be cool.
Not very many, just a few.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. That'd be kind of cool.
So we did. So we saw that, and then we have some. Okay, I don't know how many other people, but we really get into. I shouldn't say we really get into, but we get into going to see the movies. But we're particular. We don't just go see everything that comes out. We have seen Avengers Endgame. We saw that not the week it came out. We saw it the week after because it was craziness the week it came out. But that was, I thought it was good.
Well, there was no tickets. They were sold out. As soon as tickets went on sale, they're sold out. And where we like to go at Alamo, which we already did that wonderful shine out to Alamo. They were sold out, so we couldn't get in the first.
Which was okay.
Yeah, and we prefer
Honestly,
to go
we weren't
on
too worried
weekends.
about it anyway.
Yeah, so.
But I thought it was good, and I thought it was interesting because a lot of people, you know, depending on the debates you hear, some people were ticked off about how it went. You know, I basically, when it comes to, I'll just be honest, when it comes to Avengers, I'm like, I'm along for the ride. It was fun. That was good. And I'm okay with it. The same thing for me goes for Game of Thrones. I'm along for the ride. It's okay. Right. And I'm good with it.
Right.
So.
Oh, and if you haven't seen Avengers and you haven't seen this, and well, guess what? We just spoiled it. I don't care. It's but okay. You should have seen it by now.
I don't think did I say anything that happened?
No, you didn't. But who cares? Who cares? Look, you don't want to be spoiled. I get it. But it's already been like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Go see the movie.
I was telling everybody
you already
before,
know.
I am the read the back of the book person. I am the watch the videos, the YouTube breakdowns before you go, because I want to know what's going to happen.
And to be fair, I'm usually not like that, but it depends if I care or not. Like, I didn't really care that much about Avengers Endgame so much. I liked it, but it's ready. It was the time for it to kind of
No,
come to
I mean,
conclusion.
I'm a little superheroed out.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And so when Dinah was kind of telling me, she kind of looked into it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then the Game of Thrones thing each week, because yes, we do watch
I watch
Game
all
of
the
Thrones.
YouTube videos with breakdowns.
We do. Yeah. So, and that I'm not totally, you know, I'm not so sold or into that too. I mean, it's fun and I like watching it. It's cool, but I'm not just so into it that I don't. If you say who's going to die, and you tell me, I don't care.
I think the way I can say it is that I feel like, because I think I started watching it around the second season, And then, of course, I started at the beginning. But I think that for me, it's more like I've invested enough time that I just need to see it end. And I'll be okay with that, too.
Right. Me, too. And it's just like it's an ending of a show.
It's like the Avengers thing, too. Same idea.
Supernatural, same type of thing.
Exactly.
It's going to be...
You want to see the end through.
Yeah, you just want to go to the end. I mean, what really sucks is like good shows like Firefly that should have been a massive hit. So canceled for no damn reason.
Well, big stupid mistakes. Angel got canceled before it should have.
So many good shows.
Here's the thing for me, like that's why certain things I won't read. I won't read the Game of Thrones books until I know that the other ones are released because I'll be ticked off big time. And I'm seriously, it makes me sound like a petulant child, but that's how I feel. I'll be mad if something happens and they never get released and then I never get to finish the story. So I won't watch that show Firefly because it ticks me off that
it's still worth watching.
That it got
it's
canceled.
Still worth. It's like, what else is there? Is there there's some other shows. A lot of those, there's some good series on like Netflix and Amazon, and sometimes they don't get picked up again after a couple of seasons. You don't know why, because of the other crap that they have on for 17 seasons. And really like, sucks.
What? Right, exactly.
Really sucks. But apparently not, because they wouldn't be on if they weren't making money.
Did you hear the rebooting Frasier?
Well, I'd heard rumors, but I wasn't sure.
It's going to be weird without Martin, but I guess we'll see how they do it. I don't know.
Well, true.
Okay, I really liked Frasier. That was
it was a good show.
That was I don't know favorite, but it was a good show.
It was a good show.
Good.
Yep. Yeah, I'd listen to you. Well, I can hear it when you have in the background. I'd listen to you. The shows you watch, these people who really break down all of this stuff into such minute detail and all these theories. And, it's funny because you'll be listening to it and they'll be talking about this and that. And then they get off on some weird ass tangent thing. And Dinah's like, nope, click.
Well, and then what's funny is that they'll take one frame of like, say, the preview coming up, and they'll circle this little piece in the bottom corner, and they'll say, see, that is the sigil of blah, 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 and that means that this is going to happen. And I don't even know how people do that. I really don't.
But to be fair, that's, they kind of do that on purpose sometimes in these shows.
They do, and obviously I listen to the people talk about it, so it's working.
You do.
But I don't know. I find it interesting.
You do. That's right.
I just thought it would be kind of interesting to talk about like the kind of pop culture stuff right now. Because there's a lot going on.
Actually, you know what I've been watching? I've been watching, and having on in the background sometimes, some old John Wayne stuff. Some stuff I haven't even seen.
I knew you'd been watching that.
Yeah. The Lost Legend, which was with Sophia Loren. She's hot.
Rawr.
Yeah, she's hot. That was a good. It was weird. Oh, and okay, want to laugh? Special effects, the bats. Wow, I have to show you later. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's so funny. It's like special effects, and this was black and white. This was, no, it wasn't. It wasn't black and white. The other one I'm watching now, Rio Grande, is black and white. No, but it's sad. It's so sad. They don't look like bats at all.
I'm not a Western person.
No, I know, but I do because I'm a guy and I grew up with Lone Ranger and Tonto and Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, now I'm not that old. That was way before me, but these are the reruns that came on, right?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
But I watched Bonanza and I watched Gunsmoke and I watched all of those shows and I loved them. And I always had toy guns and I always had toy rifles and I always played like that. And I loved the cop shows and Starsky and Hutch and all that stuff. And I still do.
Okay, well, Starsky and Hutch I liked.
I still do. I still do. I still like them. I like all the John Wayne movies.
Bionic Woman.
I liked Bionic Woman, okay.
I liked Wonder Woman back then.
Me too. I still like Wonder Woman.
But I'm trying to think movies.
And she's from here, Linda Carter.
She is.
She's hot too.
She still looks good.
She does look good. And
she
she
really
hasn't done any
looks
like
good. weird stuff. Yeah,
looking like
she looks good.
Somebody went like to her face, like did the Howard Duck squeal or something.
You went a little too far there.
You look like Howard the Duck.
Yeah, Westerns not my gig.
Yeah, I know. But
that's okay. I mean, who cares?
I
but
I mean,
I would much rather watch a MASH
I like mash though. Yeah, but I like mash. Can you hear that? Can you people hear Del Toro warming up?
Doing some warm-ups.
He's doing his warm-ups in the background. Anyway. All right, everybody. I know that was probably boring for you, but it's nice to talk about things
Just
about
entertainment stuff.
And if you have
nothing heavy.
if you have some stuff that you would like to suggest, some shows maybe. I like sci-fi stuff.
Big butts and I cannot lie.
Wow, where did that come from?
Well, you said I like.
Wow.
And it just popped
I
right
do like
out.
big butts. Anyway, and I'm not lying. I lost my train of thought now. Thanks. Now I can all think about his big butts. That's awesome.
You said suggestions.
All right, coming up. Josh is going to take the big butts and side off and go. Drinks and recipes coming up.
Drinks.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Get out your glasses. It's time for the Moonshine Safari drinks and recipes.
Welcome back, everybody, to Moonshine Safari. That's Dinah over there in all of her
Moonshine
glory.
Safari. In all of Dina's glory. It's my announcer voice.
Yeah, you got to stop that. All right.
Airport.
Hey, it's drinks and recipes time. Guess what? I've got a anti-recipe for you today.
Anti-recipe.
Yeah, it means don't do this one.
Okay.
Because it's crappy. Don't do this.
It didn't turn out so good.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this is the one that you don't do, right? Okay, because pretty much everything that, everybody has different tastes and everything. So I thought, okay, what would sound really good? And I was thinking, I wanted to make something like from moonshine and like a lemon lime, like a Mountain Dew, and have a name for it, kind of like the moonshine. Mountain Dew. That's the whole thing. Mountain Dew was the soda version of quote moonshine. And I
always intended to be mixed. With
if you saw exactly, and you saw. Oh no, that's right. You said you knew that. What did you say? Was it?
It was
created
to be mixed with moonshine.
With moonshine.
Yeah.
Right. So this Mountain Dew, which you can see on the bottle, the old bottles, the little moonshiners and stuff. And I remember drinking from those bottles growing up. Of our family, we were Pepsi people, and mom and my sister drank Pepsi, and my dad and I drank Mountain Dew for a while.
I was a Coke person.
Yeah, we were not. But so I was trying to come up with something with the Old Smoky Blue Flame, right? Because that's like powerful moonshine, white lightning, right? And we got some, and those of you know, we not this last week on low carb diet, but we typically try and stay away from sugars and stuff when we drink Blue Sky soda, which is stevia based.
Yeah. Right.
And they just they just came out with a lemon lime flavor, which is really good.
We'd never gotten it before until recently.
Yeah. But, and it's really good. And I thought, well, with the lemon lime and the blue flame, and you could call it like, I don't know, Flaming Dew. I don't know what the hell I was going to come up with. I was going to come up with some crazy name. So I mixed it up, and I thought, this would be good. This guy, oh no. It smelled like the vitamin box and tasted like it. And if you don't know what the vitamin box is, I think we spoke about this once before about
the vitamin
box.
I believe we did.
Yes, there was.
I think
there was some liquor that we got that was local that I said, unfortunately for me, smelled like the vitamin box.
The vitamin box, right? Because, so basically, in case you don't remember, we have a box that I keep in a shelf that has all my vitamins, and about once a month I get all the box out and I stack my vitamins for the month so I don't have to do it every day.
Yep, per supplement. So, yeah. So here, don't mix lemon lime soda and blue flame. I mean, at least not for my taste buds. Now, I know that it could be good for you because we've done this taste testing before. It's like where, they taste something different than I taste, and I understand that. But I'm just telling you from my perspective, it's horrible.
He no like.
It's not good. It's not good at all. But I will tell you something that was good that I had, and that was, and it's not even hard liquor related. I know it's not moonshine. I know, but sometimes when you're out, and drinks are expensive when you go out in public. You know that, and you're not getting a whole lot of alcohol.
No, you're not.
Right. So, just from my practical brain,
I personally don't think you're getting your money's worth a lot of times.
Right. if you're gonna drink a beer.
And drink it
In
home.
my opinion.
Or drink it home.
Or no, definitely drink it home.
Well, yeah, because if you get a beer, you know what you're getting.
Yeah. So I had the Shop Beer Company Coffee Brown American Brown Ale, and it was delicious. Now, Dinah will not know because she does not like dark beers like that. That's a really, really dark.
No, if I'm going to have a beer, it's
flavorful
usually
beer.
a lighter one.
Yeah, she does drink beer, but she usually doesn't drink it at all. So now she does a little bit here and there, but like Kilt Lifter maybe, but she's not going to get into the dark beers.
It's one of those things where my brain still feels like I shouldn't like it, but sometimes I still kind of do. So good. I can't quite reconcile.
It's because it's good. That's why. So try the Shop Beer Company Coffee Brown. That stuff is good.
But don't try the lemon lime and blue.
Don't do that because that is nasty. Unless you just like butt smell, because that's what the vitamin box smells like. Nice. It's not like all musty butt. That's what it's like, musty butt smell, and that's what that drink smells like. I'm just saying.
That's awesome.
It could be. Yeah. All right. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Is it time? Yeah, it's getting late. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening and your wonderful time.
Our silliness.
We appreciate it very much. Hey, be good to each other. Please.
Yeah.
Be good.
You know what? Agree to disagree on stuff. Yeah. It's okay.
And you know what? Just be a little more patient if you can. And I know it's hard for me.
I need to take that lesson too. Right?
Oh, we all do need to take the lesson, especially me. It's like I was telling Del Toro today. I said, I'm the biggest hypocrite because I know what to do. I just have a hard as hell time doing it. Because my instinct is to snap. But I need to chill. I'm getting too old for that. I'm going to give myself a heart attack.
Chillax.
Yeah, chillax. So get out there, everybody, and spread some shine.
Spread the shine.
All right? Spread it. The shine.
Spread
the shine.
Spread the shine. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for spreading the shine. Hey, everybody. Have a great week. We'll talk to you later.
Have a great week. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Yeah! Thank y'all for coming by to Moonshine Safari. May your glasses be full and your hearts happy.
Hey y'all, welcome to Moonshine Safari. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as well as check the description for information on our social media sites, as well as our Patreon account to help support our adventures in the Moonshine Wilderness.